You won't believe the drama that's been unfolding between Chris Rock and Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Chris Rock's recent comedy special has caused major controversy with his insensitive jokes about Jada and her family. But is this just revenge for what happened between him and Will Smith at the Oscars? I dive deep into the feud and uncover some shocking secrets. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. Today we talk about the latest update on the feud between Chris Rock and Will Smith. Recently, controversy surrounded Chris Rock's live performance at the Hippodrome Theatre in Baltimore. During his show, he covered a range of sensitive topics, including the racist core of the royal family and even the Kardashian Clan. However, despite the divisive nature of these subjects, it was his jokes about Will and Jada's relationship that sparked outrage. While some argue that it's simply part of a comedian's job to push boundaries and stir up controversy, many felt that Chris had crossed a line with his insensitive and hurtful comments. It's worth noting that Chris has history with Will, having been publicly humiliated by him on live television in the past. This has led some to speculate that the comedian was seeking revenge through his comedy. While Jada was quick to condemn Chris's remarks, actor and comedian Adam Sandler came to his defense. Sandler's comments, however, only added fuel to the fire and left Will and Jada feeling even more betrayed. Comedy is a fickle world where one never quite knows how an audience will react to a set. Sometimes, a comedian's jokes hit just right, causing uproarious laughter and thunderous applause. Other times, their jokes miss the mark and can cause division and controversy. This is what happens with Chris Rock and his Netflix comedy special, Selective Outrage. In the special, Chris addressed the fallout from the infamous Oscar slapgate incident that involved him and Will Smith. Some people found his jokes too extreme and thought that he should have left the incident in the past, while others saw them as a healthy dose of payback, given that Smith had physically attacked him while he was hosting the Academy Awards. One person who firmly believes that Chris's jokes were spot on is Adam Sandler. In a recent interview with People, Sandler expressed his admiration for Chris's special, calling it unbelievably relaxed, funny, thought-provoking, and exciting to watch. Sandler even watched the special immediately after the Super Bowl and joked about it all weekend. All right. Rock soon is Sing Tonight. Now that's what good friendships look like. We're glad someone is supporting Chris and his jokes. It's clear that Sandler is not alone in his admiration for Chris's special. Many social media commenters have praised Chris for his ability to deliver jokes that are both funny and thought-provoking. Despite the controversy, it seems that Chris's humor has struck a chord with many viewers, and he continues to be a force in the world of comedy. Undoubtedly, the world of comedy is a delicate one, and delivering a set can be tricky as comedians can never quite predict how their audience will react. Chris Rock experienced this firsthand when he released his Netflix comedy special Selective Outrage, where he addressed the fallout from the infamous Oscar slapgate incident involving himself and Will Smith. Rock used his platform to get his own back on Smith, making jokes that some deemed too far. While some people believe that Rock's jokes were a healthy dose of payback, given that Smith had physically attacked Rock while he was hosting the Academy Awards, others disagree. Those who disagree with Rock's jokes argue that they were disrespectful to both Smith and his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, and that no man would sit calmly while another man insults his wife. While it's easy to see both sides of the argument, the incident is a reminder that words can hurt and cause controversy even in the world of comedy. Ultimately, comedy is subjective, and what one person finds funny, another may find offensive. Regardless of the controversy, Rock remains one of the funniest and most thought-provoking comedians out there, and he's not shying away from pushing boundaries. In fact, he recently revealed that Netflix had to cut out a lot more of his jokes that were worse than what made it to the special. It's clear that Rock will continue to have a place in the world of comedy as long as he continues to make people think and challenge the status quo. As for the allegations of selective outrage, only time will tell. A comedian performing at the 24th Mark Twain Prize revealed that he had written and told multiple jokes about Will Smith's infamous slap incident at the Oscars in 2022, but not all of them were included in the final version of the show. One of these jokes was about the brutal attack on former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband in October 2022. Paul Pelosi, the only guy that knows how I felt. All right, alluding to the physical altercation between him and Smith. Just me and you, babe. Rock's joke referred to the violent attack on Paul Pelosi, who was bludgeoned with a hammer in his own home, resulting in a skull fracture and the need for surgery. Despite other stars such as Drew Barrymore, Jennifer Aniston, and David Spade speaking in Sandler's honor, Rock's comments were not included in the Netflix special, and it's not clear why it was cut.
Paul Pelosi, the only guy that knows how I felt.
Speculation suggests that the joke may have been considered insensitive given the brutal nature of the attack on Pelosi. The incident has sparked controversy, with some people criticizing Rock for going too far. However, others have defended Rock, stating that he was merely giving Will Smith a taste of his medicine after the Fresh Prince star physically attacked him while hosting the Oscars. The impact of Rock's jokes has left many wondering how Smith feels about the situation. Sources say that Will is feeling hurt and embarrassed by some of the things Chris said about him and his family in the Netflix special. Although he did not watch the special himself, he has heard a lot about it from others and commented on it online and on social media. Will even went so far as to apologize to Chris and ask him to let it go, but things still seem tense between them. Will is particularly upset that Netflix was involved in the situation, feeling that Chris's insults towards Jada were below the belt. He finds it distasteful that Netflix provided a platform for Chris to spread these messages. Despite the drama, Will still has mixed feelings about smacking Chris at the Oscars and has been attempting, albeit unsuccessfully, to reconcile with him since then. It's a challenging situation, but there is hope that they will eventually be able to resolve their differences. Jada has even commented on the comedy special, which was inevitable given how she was the target of many of Chris Rock's jokes. Although things seem intense between the two, sources close to Jada and her husband, Will Smith, say that they both want to move on and put the attack behind them. Jada has not made any official statement in response to the selective outrage incident and hasn't been involved in the situation beyond being heckled by Chris. However, according to an insider who spoke with People magazine, Chris has been fixated on Jada for nearly 30 years, and this obsession may have played a role in his decision to film his Netflix special in her hometown of Baltimore. Overall, it's a strange situation, but hopefully everyone can move past it and focus on more positive things. When there's tension between public figures, it can be difficult to find common ground, but it's important to try and let go of grudges and move forward. It remains to be seen what will happen next in this scenario. Some speculate that Chris is obsessed with Jada and her fame, while others think he's simply seeking revenge for the Oscars incident. Jada Pinkett Smith took issue with Chris Rock's constant use of the word "so" when referring to her and Will Smith. However, it's worth noting that Chris did get slapped on international television, so it's understandable that he may use harsh language as a result. Finally, I want more messages about the latest rumors. Chris Rock is planning to release a follow-up to his Netflix special, in which he may once again target Jada Pinkett Smith and her family. This has caused concern among some of their fans, who worry that this ongoing feud could escalate even further. However, others believe that this may simply be a ploy to generate more publicity for Rock's upcoming projects and that the comedian has no intention of reigniting the conflict. Only time will tell what the future holds for the Smith-Rock feud, but one thing is certain: the public is keeping a close eye on this ongoing drama. Don't forget to leave your comments below the video. Let us know your thoughts on the Chris Rock scandal. Whose side are you on? Are there any boundaries to comedy? And where does humor end up and personal insults begin? Stay tuned to find out. Let me know in the comments section, and don't forget to click like and subscribe.